There was a day and age where Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakar Kadash, double honors to the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim that's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect. Alright, what I wanted to grab. So we see, alright, America, alright, is pretty much, hey, you see it, U.S. is a sinking ship. Hey, beautiful, you know? That pretty much sums it up. Yeah, America is a sinking ship, all right, and we are watching it decline rapidly, all right. And this guy right here, he's going to go into it and pretty much expound on, you know, um, uh, let me get this. So, like it, bear with me. This is Isaiah. So, like it, bear with me. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 4, 4 and 14, and this is Isaiah 14 and 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Adawan have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the ruler. Yeah, the Lord has what? And the scepter and the staff is pretty much used and show of power and strength. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Yeah, and ultimately, that's why you got uh, uh, all these nations, okay, clicking up against, okay, this devil. All right, this devil, all right, is being persecuted. All right, and he's going to be persecuted upon the Lord's return. All right, but what it says, like in the scriptures, it says what? Uh, um, every hand of the wicked shall come up against him, roughly paraphrasing. All right, let's go. American could put 750,000. There was a day and age where America could put 750,000 to a million troops in the Middle East in a matter of weeks and change the outcome of any conflict. That day is long past. Today we have a military that's a shadow of its former self, incapable of meaningfully projecting power into areas of the world that have been hardened against that very possibility. Iran's ability to sink American ships at a distance has changed the algorithms that are used there. And Iran knows this, America knows this. You're 100% correct. They've become emboldened, but not emboldened based upon irresponsible calculations. Emboldened to be the nations they have every right to be. Iran has every right to be a major player in the region because it is a major player in the region, and it will no longer allow the United States and Israel working together with the Gulf Arab states. So you hear what he said, which this is all prophecy. All right, but he said like, look, this is not like the '90s where America could go do this and do that. Hey, these are changing times. All right, and they're changing rapidly. All right, like you said, you heard him. He said Iran. All right, let me get this. This is Joel 3. I'm going to start at, the point is in 10. This is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And you heard what he said. Let's run it back a little bit.
It's to keep it down. In fact, no longer allow the United States and Israel a major player in the region, because it is a major player in the region, and it will no longer allow the United States and Israel working together with the Gulf Arab states to keep it down. In fact,
see, he said we'll no longer, let America, keep them down. What? That's the weak saying they're strong. I made it again, Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. It said, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So that's what we're seeing. All right, we're seeing the Lord gathering all the heathen down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. We see all these nations standing up, okay, in what's the word I'm looking for? And in adversity to Esau Edom, all right, for lack of a better word. All right, we see these these other what you would which was in the past would be considered weaker nations. What they're standing up, all right, and they're standing up the word I was looking for, defiance, right, in the show of defiance against the West, all right, in the Western hegemony, all right, and this is all pretty much what we're saying. What is the downfall of America? We're saying what the end of an empire. All right, let's go.
Thanks to China, they've repaired relations with the Saudis, and they're moving in the right direction there. The United States today is confronting its impotence in Europe and in Asia. Right now, I can guarantee you, in the Situation Room at the White House, the Pentagon is saying, boss, we can't do it. We can't do it anymore. We're already broke. If this thing blows up in the Middle East, it's game, set, match. We're done as an economy. Because
so there you go. Right? The Lord is finishing this place, man. Let me get this. Right? This place done. And the thing is, they know it's done, but Esau, all right, pride won't let him admit it. This is Job 18. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. So that's what we're seeing happening. All right, we're seeing the light of the wicked being put out. All right, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. So hey, America was once that beacon of light. All right, that land of milk and honey. All right, you know, the land of the home, the free and the brave, the land of opportunity. Well, that's like you said, America is a shell of its former self. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Hey, and that's exactly what we're seeing All right, with this Edomite guy right here. All right, he's an American saying that what America is finished. I'm gonna read that again. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. So, hey, that's what we're seeing right here in a nutshell. All right, prophecy is happening in 4K. All right, it says, "For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare." Yeah, the Lord said, "What? He have laid the snare." All right, for Esau, he was not aware. Roughly paraphrasing, the gent shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. Con, right, and that robber, all right, is Yahweh Shah. All right, all right. The Lord said, "What? He's going to come like a thief in the night." All right. The scriptures also says what? The gates of hell shall not prevail. All right. The Lord is going to what? It says, the gent shall take him by the heel. All right. And the robber shall prevail against him. All right. All right. Yeah. So you know, it says the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. It says, terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. And that's the times that we're in, where the whole world is raising up against this devil. All right, you got Ham raising up against this devil. All right, you got all of the Middle East, all of the Muslim nation raising up against this devil. All right, you got the devil raising up against himself, and then we all know what the scriptures say about that. And if Satan casts out Satan, his house cannot stand but have an end. Right, and then you got the prophets that's prophesying the downfall of this place. So it's just a matter of time. All right, it says terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. Yeah, right? Because the Lord, like I said, the Lord is about to wrap this place up. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. Right? And, yeah, man. So, hey, man, we see all these things happening. All right, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. It says, and it shall bring him to the king of terror. And who's the king of terror? Yahweh Shah. All right. It said it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. Yeah, and that's also when he was coming, man. All right. It says his roots shall be dried up, beneath and above shall his branch be cut off. Right? Going into what? His family tree. All right? The Lord is going to, this devil is going to serve 1,000 years of slavery, and then the Lord is going to bring a complete, wipe this devil completely off the map, never to return again. Hey, this is the spirit. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. Hey, and that's Esau a lot. All right. It says he shall be driven from the light into darkness, and chased out of the world. And we're in the beginning stages of that happening now. Like I said, you got all these nations. All right. You got all these nations clicking up against this devil. All right. Condemning this devil. All right. And you even had Biden call for a ceasefire over there, okay, in Israel. Call for a ceasefire, you know. But hey, the Lord is controlling, you know, this whole thing, man. So what the scriptures say that there is no peace to the wicked. So Biden calling for a ceasefire, things of that nature. Trying to prophecy is going to continue to move forward. All right, because hey, man, we are at the end of this thing. Let's go.
If Iran does get pulled in and then we respond, there goes all the oil production capability in the Middle East. And that's the end of the modern era of humanity, because without that oil, the economy of the world will come screeching to a halt. They know this. And so I think the United States right now is telling Israel, you're going to have a couple days to feel good. Bomb as many buildings, because we never cared about the Palestinian people. You know that. Bomb as many buildings as you can. Kill as many people as you want. But then it's over, because we can't allow it to escalate further. And that could be the end of Bibi Netanyahu, because he will be exposed as the fraud, as the liar, as the insecure old man that he is. And hopefully the Israelis will replace it with somebody who will say never again, but not never again the standpoint that Israel is going to become so strong and mighty that they will forever deter violence through fear. Never again, meaning it's time to seek a meaningful peace. There was a day.
Yeah, so hey, man, that's not going to happen. All right, the Lord is going to keep this whole thing going. All right, the Lord is going to make sure that now it might calm down a little bit. Cooler heads might prevail for a minute, but the Lord set this place up. Matter of fact, let me get this. Let me get this. This is Psalms. See, what we got to understand, right? The Lord put them in between a rock and a hard spot because they're actually living with Ishmael. All right, and Ishmael in the scriptures are known as a wild man, right? So you got Esau in his pride, all right. Then you got Ishmael and being a wild man, all right. And that's those two combinations are not going to mix. So this like I said, it might cooler heads might prevail for a minute, but eventually this thing is going to go. This thing is going to go hot. This thing is going to go all out. Psalm 73 and 16. I'm gonna start at 16. When I thought to know this, it would matter of fact. Let me see. No, I'm gonna start at. Let me see to give it some context. This is Psalm 73 and 15. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. So basically saying, basically, King David, we basically, if the prophets talk, thus saith the Lord, what our people is offended by that. All right. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Right. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then I understood therein. So let me just go back to give it some context because it ain't it sound confusion, right? It sound confusing, and I don't want the Lord is not a author of confusion. Um, all right, I'm gonna start at Psalm 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who's prosper in the world they increase in riches. Talking about Esau. Really, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastised every morning. So he said, "What? Hey, I'm trying to do the right thing, but I'm being. It seems like I'm being punished for being righteous. All right, but the wicked, what? They're prospering. This is what he's saying. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I shall offend against the generation of thy children." So once again, he's going into how he's saying, look, if I speak the words of the Lord, if I'm trying to be righteous, I'm being chastised. If I speak the word of the Lord, you know, uh, uh, my people, try to kill me. They're offended, right? But the wicked, all right, they're prospering and they're doing wickedness and they're being it seems like they're being rewarded for wickedness while I'm being rewarded with grief, all right, for righteousness, right? This is what he's saying. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then I understood I therein. So what he's saying, look, when I thought about it, me being punished for righteous, what it seems like he was being punished for being righteous, and the wicked was being rewarded for being wicked. When he thought about it, it was too painful. But once he went into the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, he understood why it was this way. Which we all uh, uh, had the same, uh, um, we all had that same thought at one point or another. And then what? Once we come into the knowledge of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, we get it now. It says, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein. It says, surely thou didst set them, this is the point right here. Surely thou didst set them in a slippery place. Thou castest them down into destruction. Yeah, so these Edomites, all right, they're in a on a slippery slope. All right, that's going to ultimately, all right, going to lead them to their destruction. All right, like I said, they're next to Ishmael. And Ishmael in the scriptures are known as a wild man. All right, and Esau in his pride, all right, he can't help but and Amalek is the chief house of Esau, right? So they're the proudest of them all, right? So hey, it's just a matter of time. All right, the clock is ticking. It says how are they brought into desolation as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terror. Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to be brought to destruction in a moment. And the Lord said, such great riches shall come to naught. In 1 hour, it said, in 1 hour, such great riches shall come to naught. Um, yeah, so that's that. Let me get this. Uh, so that's what we see. Um, all right, so we see what the least of the flock, all right, drawing America out into this third world war. Um, let me get this. Let me get this. This is Psalms. Salaki. hand falling asleep. This is it says Psalms 10 and 4. Let me see. This is Psalms. It says this is Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them now be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And that's what the Lord is going to ultimately do. Because really, those Palestinians, you got a lot of those Palestinians, all right, that's actually, all right, Israelites, all right, within that group, man, all right. And the Lord really, like I say, the ones that's Israelites, what the Lord is working for them. But the true, Ishmael, ultimately he's going into slavery too, you know. So we don't have no dog in this fight. We only care about our people, and not even our people. All right, we only care about the elect of our people, man. It's same as Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It said, "For the wicked boasts of his heart desire, and blesses the covetous." It says, "Whom the Lord abhorreth." Yeah, and that's this devil. All right, him and his pride. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. God is not in all his thought. Yeah, so even though they call themselves the the children or the people of the Lord, what the farthest thing from them, all right, the farthest thing from their mind is the Lord, man. It says his ways are always grievous, thy judgment are far above out of his sight. It says, as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, and that's what he's doing. All right, all right. It says, he have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Hey, and that's that devil pride. That's what he think. He think he's never. He think he's never going to go down. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And and that's all you've been seeing, with the news media and the propaganda and the things that they nothing but lies, frauds, and making up things, saying this about the Palestinians. Now, like I say, us, us real Israelites, hey man, we don't have a dog in the fight. We could care less about either one of them. But the thing is, hey, Esau has what? Esau has persecuted the whole planet. Esau has oppressed the whole planet. It said he sitteth in the lurking places of the village, and in secret do he murdereth the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. It says he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth into his net. It says he croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see. He will never see it. It said, Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. It says, Wherefore doeth the wicked contemn Yahweh? He hath said in his heart, Thou wilt not require it. And we all know that the Lord said what? He required which is past. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna skip to 15. Psalms 10 and 15. It says, break thou the arm of the wicked. It says the evil man seek out his wickedness till that thou find none. So the Lord, That's ultimately, all right, is what we're asking the Lord to do. All right. It says, the Lord is king forever and ever. The heathens are perished out of his land. Yeah, and that's what the Lord is about to do, man. All right, the Lord is about to extinguish these heathens out of our land. He's about to burn them out. He's about to smoke them out. All right. So, hey, man, you know, you got Esau casting down Esau. You got this whole World War Three thing. All right, coming to a head. You got the MOTB. All right, being pushed on you know, on a high level. So hey, you know, through the spirit, man, the Lord is moving things along just beautifully. So I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That will answer the elders. Peace, salutations to the Akim that's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect.